A warm welcome to all the viewers for the course Advanced Manufacturing Technology, AME 702. Myself Thiapal, Assistant Professor of Department of Mechanical Engineering, and today in this particular lecture I am going to discuss few example of CNC programming. So in my previous lecture I have already explained you that what is CNC, that is the computer numerical control machine, what is numerical control machine, what is direct control machine, DNC, direct numerical control machine. So we have already gone through various types of machines. We have also discussed what are the advantages over the special purpose machine, or you can say the conventional machining. Next we have also gone through the various programming languages like G code, M code, APT programming. So this lecture basically consisting of the programming which is going to use the G code and M code to write a part program. So I think in my previous lecture all of you have seen that I have already explained what is G code, what is M code, what are the various G code functions are there, what are the various G codes are there, what are the various M codes are there. So I think you have already gone through the G code also as well as the M code also. But right now today we are going to discuss the program. We are going to write how to write a part program to obtain the desired product by using CNC machine. So before we proceed to the programming, let's have a look at the contents. So we are going to have a look for example of NC block. I mean to say how NC block can be created. Then we will be discussing some CNC milling program also, some CNC lathe programming also. So as you know, CNC milling program will be dealing with 3 axes, X, Y and Z, and CNC lathe programming it will be using only 2 axes, that is your X and Z. Okay, so without further delay let's move to the next slide. Now just have a look at this particular block. This is an NC block. That means this is your raw material, or you can term this as your workpiece material. This is your workpiece material, and it has been already instructed to you that over this block you have to write NC, that is the numerical control. So this is the output product. I mean to say when you will be performing the machining by using G code and M code, and after completion of the programming, the finished product that you are going to obtain or you are going to produce, which should seems like this. So what will be your first concept? What to do with this particular program? So I have already told you that you have to first decide what should be the step that should be included, or what should be the format that you should maintain while writing a program. Because unless and until you are deciding it, it will be not possible for you to get the desired product. Well, when you are getting this particular product, you all know that it has gone or it has been prepared by some coordinate drawing. Okay, so if I just summarize the step from my previous lecture, then first condition is what? Preparing of some NC coordinate drawing. Okay, so first step will be your NC coordinate drawing. After that, what you are going to do? You have to do the process planning. After process planning, what you have to decide? You have to write part programming. After completing the part programming, your next step will be preparation of the code or if you go with the NC, you have to prepare the punch tape. So next is preparing the code. And after that, what you are going to do, you are going to verification of the accuracy. You are going to verify the accuracy, verification. Verification about the accuracy. And finally, you are going to make the production. So these are the general steps that you have to remember. These are the general steps that you have to remember while you are writing a program or while you are producing any sort of production. So I have already told that you have to make a drawing. Again, I would like to say drawing means you have to prepare the coordinate. So now look at this particular figure. Now that was your three-dimensional view. But if you want to get some coordinate, you have to decide the coordinate point also, isn't it? So you just have a look here. The origin has been provided here. This is the origin. Now you are going to make a NC cutting. So your first coordinate will be this particular point. Your second point will be this particular point. Your third will be this particular point. Fourth will be this particular point. Now fifth, either you can start from here or you can start from here, whatever you want. But if you want to start from here, then this is 1/6, this is your 7th, this is your 8th, this is your 9th, this is your 10th, this is your 11th, this is your 12th, and this is your 13th coordinate. Okay. And if you want to start it from here, no issue. You can start from here also. Then it seems to be in counterclockwise. Sorry, seems to be in clockwise motion. And if you go from there, then it seems to be in counterclockwise direction. So you can go with any direction because it is all straight line cut. It is not at all any curve we are using. It is all about the straight line cut. And you can see this particular line that you are able to see. Means from here, this point you can see. This is the point you are able to see. This is a straight line. This is actually your tool path movement. Your tool is moving in this path. Okay. I'm showing with some different color so that you can able to identify this is the tool movement. It's all about your tool movement. Okay, it's all about your tool movement. So this is also same position. Okay, just have a look. This is also one movement. This is also another movement. This is also your another movement. This is also your another movement. Okay, this is also your another movement. And this is also your another movement. This is also your another movement. So I have already shown you the tool path movement. Now next step is you have to calculate the coordinate system. So I would like to go with which mode? Absolute mode or incremental mode? My preference for this particular type of program is your absolute mode, because you have to only mention the value for x and y, nothing more than that. What value you are going to give for here? You are going to give a value for x comma y. Here also you are going to give the value for x comma y. Here also you are going to give the value for x comma y. Again here also you are going to give the value for x comma y. Similar way, if you start from here, then here also again you have to give x comma y. Again for this particular point also you have to give x comma y. Here also you have to give x comma y. Here also you have to give x comma y. Here also you have to give x comma y. Again here also you have to give x comma y. You have to give the value for here also, that is x comma y, and finally you are ending it here, x comma y. And after completing you are going to use G00 so that the cutting operation is stopped and it will come back to its original position. Because after completing your job, your next task is you have to raise the cutting tool by certain depth, and then you have to initially bring it towards the final position, that is the origin, or you can bring the cutting tool apart from origin also. So now you can see that this is basically lying in the first coordinate, isn't it? So the x value will be also positive and the y value is also your positive. So you are very easy to calculate the value for all the coordinates. If you consider origin to be 0, 0. So origin you are considering this as 0, 0, and I am preferring it for absolute mode. It is G90. Sorry, it should be in caps lock. G90. That means absolute mode. Absolute mode. Clear? Now let's move to the next slide. Now see. Well, the way I have told, they have also followed the same way. Just see A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. So if you look at the previous slide, I have also told you this coordinate, this coordinate, this coordinate, this coordinate, this coordinate, this coordinate, this, then here, here, again completing. So the entire program setup is in the same mode. The only thing you have to do is that you have to get the calculation value for the x code and y code. Now let's move to the next point. How you are going to write the program. So what I was telling, N01, N02, N03, basically they are the block number, or you can term as line number. So G90, as I have already told, it is absolute dimension programming. Now this is G80, it is always termed as fixed cycle cancel. T00, that means your tool number is selected, that is T00. Okay, now we are going for G00. G00 means I am telling you that from origin position it is bringing right now to a certain position where machining is not performed. That is point to point positioning mode of control. Basically it is also known as rapid transverse. After that what you did is that you have given x value, y value, and Z you have given depth of cut as 1 millimeter. That means over the block you are writing NC. You are writing NC. So the depth of penetration of the cutting tool will be by only 1 millimeter. Okay. Now you have used M03. That is your spindle has already started and it will be rotated in clockwise direction. Next you have used S1000, that is your spindle speed. It has been considered as 1000 RPM. Now G90 I have already told, it is your absolute code. G80, it is your what code? It is your fixed cycle cancel code. after that you have used T0 and you have given M03 also, speed also. Now you are providing the coordinate of every point. You just see coordinate of every point. So after completing the N with a depth of cut Z as 1, you have to, after coming to this position, you have to raise your cutting tool so that it not affect the other workpiece area. Next you raise the cutting tool by depth of cut Z with the minus value or plus value, whatever. If you are considering the depth of cut as minus value, then you have to raise it by Z positive, and if you are performing the Z depth of cut as positive, then you have to raise it by Z negative. It is up to you. Next you come to the C position, in this position. So when you are coming to this position, you have to use G00. Why? Here no point to point motion will be occurring, but no cutting will be occurring. Then when you will start the operation, then again you have to use G01 to start the cutting operation, and you have to start the cutting of the C program. So this is the thing that has been given in line number 8. Again X new position has been given, Y position has been given. So everything they are performing here. Okay. Listen here, G00 they have used. Why? Because here no cutting operation is occurring. Since they have considered Z minus Z as your depth of cut, so plus Z means they are raising the cutting tool by 1 millimeter above the workpiece. So here no machining will be performed. And last of all, they are using M05. M05 means this is your spindle stop. Okay, and M30 means you are end of tap. End of tape means you are just ending the program. Okay, again you see after completing the operation they have used G00 because there G00 no cutting operation is occurring. So after completing the N and C, they have came to the origin position or far away little bit from the origin. Okay, so this is the way how you are writing the program. Same way if you go for the PLTW block, again you see the cut tool will be moved in this path, the tool will be moving in this particular path, then it will be moving in this semicircular path. From here it will be rotated to here. Then again it will be moving from, either you can come from here, again you can go from here, again here you can start with this one, again you can start with this particular way. Then W means you are starting it from here, it will be going here, it will be coming here, again it will be going to here. So this is the red line basically denoting your tool movement to generate this particular job. So this is the top view. Again they have placed origin as this one. So what you have to know? You have to know the value for this particular portion coordinate, this particular coordinate, again you are coming here this particular coordinate. Now you see this is moving in a clockwise direction, so it will be G02 for making the arc. Here is another coordinate, here is your another coordinate. Similarly for L it will be starting from here, this is another coordinate, this is your another coordinate. Now same way for T, this is your coordinate, then it will be coming to this portion, again from here it will be moving to this portion. For W, again you are going to select this as the coordinate, coming here as the coordinate, next coming to here as the coordinate, coming here as the coordinate, and finally you have reached to here, this portion. So these are the coordinate where you need to know the value for X and Y. Only for this particular situation, for this arc, this is the center point, you have to know the value of this arc, that is the radius of the arc. This will be represented by R value. This is R5 or 10, whatever may be the radius, you have to consider it. And this is rotating in clockwise movement. So you are using which code? You have to use G02. Clear? Now just have a look for this particular thing. This is the A, then it is coming to B, this particular straight portion. Here it is coming to C, then here coming to, there coming to D, and here coming to E. So again L starting from here, F, this is G, this is H. Again I starting from here to here, or you can go from here to here, again you can go from here to here, whatever, you can go anyway. Now W starting here, then coming here, then going to this position, next coming in this position, and finally it is reaching to this position. What you have to do for this entire programming is to calculate the value for X and Y with respect to your origin 0, 0, and obviously you select the code as absolute code, which is represented by G90. I prefer to go with G90 for absolute code. Then it is easy for all of us to get the value for coordinate system. Now we are already aware of milling programming, but at the same time it is very essential for all of us to know about the lathe programming. So lathe programming concept is something different. Now we will be talking about some lathe programming. So I have already told for milling programming we have used X, Y and Z coordinate. But for lathe programming we are using two code. One is X code, another is Z code. Okay, so now what I will be doing is right now, you see this is a symmetric job. Okay, so in lathe machine, whenever we will be performing the operation, we will be deciding that we have to perform the operation in one portion, means we will consider the calculation in one half of the section, then automatically the remaining half will be machined. Because it is a cylindrical job, it is getting rotated, so if you do the operation from the half side, automatically the other hand will be machined. So first we have to decide where to place the axis. My suggestion is always to place it at the center of your job. Okay, my position is always preferred for making it through the center of this job. Okay, so this point, I again say one thing, my preference is to create the coordinate here 0, 0, so that this place you are going to consider as your Z positive. If it is going beyond this side, then it is your Z negative. This will give you the depth of cut, and this above side will be your minus X, and this lower portion will be your plus X, so that whenever you will be performing the machining operation, that is from 0, 0, you will be moving to downward direction. So you are going to consider as a x positive value. Clear? Now how you would like to run the program? Now the code is same for G code and M code, only the function is how you are increasing or how you are using the step to write a part programming. So again your main task will be to get the coordinate. So now let's select which are the coordinate that we need to know. This is 0, 0, so this will be your first coordinate movement. This will be your second. Here will be your third. This will be your fourth. Here a taper has been occurred, 5. This is your sixth. This is your seventh. And this is the 8th, that is the final position. So these are the various coordinate. Only one more thing you have to know is there is a circle. I mean to say there is an arc that has been generated. And you have to know about the radius of the value. Suppose radius you consider with 5. Suppose. I am not sure, I am just making a no need of radius 5, it should be radius 8. And it has been already mentioned here. The radius has been already mentioned. This is your radius 8. Again here also one radius has been there. Okay, and this has been also considered as radius 8. So this is your radius. So this is also your radius 8. So just write down radius 8. Now we will be moving with the tool path, in which way it is going to move. So initially you are taking what? Your tool. And it is, you can see this is already located in this particular point. It is coming to here. It is coming to this particular point. Then the tool is moving in this particular direction, making an arc with radius 8. Then it is moving a certain distance of this 25 minus 8 portion. Then it is making a taper of this 15. Then it is again going of a distance of 8. Again they are creating a arc. It is in anti-clockwise direction. So this will be your G03. Again it is moving to the straight path. So when you are machining, this green line is denoted your movement of the tool in this particular path. So when you have completed the machining in one direction, then automatically you have got the opposite side also machined. And you can see all the x value has taken as positive. You see x value has taken as positive because I have already told x, if it is going in the upward direction, it will be denoted by negative. And if you are determining the value for the coordinate in the lower section, then it will be taken as positive. And z, it has been also taken as positive here. You can do anything. Z I have taken this side positive and this side negative. You can do anything. You can take this side positive and this side negative also. Then in that particular reason you have to change the thing. And again I would like to say they have always preferred this G code with 90 because they are going for the absolute. Why we are preferring for the absolute mode? There is some advantages. In incremental mode, if you want to make, suppose I said you that you need to make some changes in the diagram. For example, I have told you I don't want to make the radius as 8. I want to make it as 5. Or in fact I don't want to have a distance of 15. I would like to make a distance of 20 here. So if I go for the incremental mode, then I have to say that the entire programming has to be changed, because in an incremental mode the coordinate value for the second point is always taken with respect to the first point. If I have taken the coordinate value for third point, then it will be taken with respect to 2 point. But in absolute mode, only from 0, 0 originally it will be considered. So wherever you want to change the dimension of this portion, okay, R8, you want to give R5, I am putting R5. Okay, this coordinate you don't want R15, you don't want 15 millimeter distance, you want 20 millimeter, okay, I am changing the distance. So only certain coordinate value will be changed, not the entire program setup will be changed. So absolute is always preferred for this type of job. Increment is preferred when you are drilling a hole in a bar and there you are drilling many holes, like 8 to 10 numbers of holes. Then I would like to go for the incremental mode, because I will put it in the portion by increasing the length in x-axis or either in y-axis. So I will be reaching to the position and it will be much more easy. So you have to decide by seeing the program whether a preferable incremental mode is required or absolute mode is required. It is up to your decision. So M30, again I must say, this is the end of the program that you are performing. M05, that is you are putting off the spindle also. You can coolant on, coolant off, everything you can do. Okay, now let's move to the next program. Well, this is another lathe profile program. Same thing. Initially I told you that we did the job in which direction? In the positive direction. So one side job has been completed. Now the data has been given in opposite direction. Nothing is there to worry. Only you have to decide the code. You just make a vertical line in this way to determine the axis. Already 0, 0 has been shown you in the center. For lathe programming, I will always suggest that please choose the center axis of the job profile to be as the coordinate, so that it is easy for you also, it is easy for everyone to calculate the coordinate value for x and z. So what I have told, again I am telling, this portion you have considered as z positive. Okay, if this is z positive, then the opposite will be your z negative. If this is your x, it will be minus x, and this will be your plus x. So you can see here that already they have done the opposite one. If this is, they have considered as positive x, this as negative x, this is positive z and this is negative z. So it is depending upon your portion in which way you would like to go with. Again my choice with the incremental mode, they have done that one. So you need not need to worry, you just close your eyes and select the incremental mode for this type of program, because we don't have any other option to go with. Okay, and G94, it is none other than feed rate millimeter per minute. This is feed rate millimeter per minute. And G71 is what? Metric code. Again I am writing, that means the dimensions are given in metric. G71, it is your metric programming. Okay, so don't worry, it is your metric programming. It is all about the thing metric programming. Clear? And you know the basic structure of your writing a program. This n is your line number, and you know what is G01, G00, Z00, it is the point-to-point traverse, G01 is the rapid traverse, again G03 is the anti-clockwise movement of the clock, anti-clockwise movement. Okay, because the tool is moving in this direction, just see, circular path is occurring, anti-clockwise direction, straight, taper, again this is straight, again this is circular in a clockwise direction, then again straight profile. So this is the thing that is occurring. So you can take it no problem in this manner. Okay. So thank you for today's lecture. As I have already explained you about all the programming, how to write the programming, how to conclude the programming, isn't it? So here we totally end the lecture of G code, M code, how to write the program of CNC. So if you have liked the video, then please stay connected with me and like my video. In my upcoming next lecture, we are going to talk about some other language, that is the APT language, and how we are going to write the program through APT language we are going to discuss in my next lecture. Thank you very much. So here I end the lecture.